What's up, guys? Some of you may recall last year I posted a video called Am I a Douchebag? To which the answer was obviously yes. Well, welcome to the sequel. In this video, I will be reviewing my YouTube channel Facebook page. You can make it interesting if you'd like by keeping track of whether or not you personally feel each post I review makes me look like an asshole or is actually kind of smart. For instance, if a post makes me look like an inconsiderate assaholic douchebag, then just put a tally in the douchebag column. Or, if you think what I post is smart, funny, or genius in any kind of way, then you can put a tally in the awesome column. Once the video is over, you can post your score in the comments section, and give a thumbs up if you like the video. So first up, cue the epic build-up music. That's gonna look so stupid. Anyway. So first up, that moment when you forgot you turned off the Wi-Fi on your phone and then streamed an hour-and-a-half video, RIP data plan. That was a couple of weeks ago. I streamed a 90-minute video of South Park The Stick of Truth gameplay. What a friggin' pathetic way to kill a data plan. 3 days left on that data plan until it resets. Just been playing Mario Kart N64 by myself. You get why that's extra sad, right? This is one of my favorite things about Maine. Men pee outside. Even if there's a toilet inside, I'll throw on some shoes, leave the house, and no-handed let her dangle. This is entirely true, too. I love peeing outside with, way too much. After a long car trip of needing to pee, I pull into my driveway, walk behind my garage where the neighbors can't see me, and I just let her fly. Plus, it's so much more convenient. You don't even have to hold it. You can just walk around while you piss, you know what I mean? Even girls can pull it off. I mean, they have to be completely pantsless, so I guess it's not as much of a luxury as you'd think. This is really falling apart fast. Point is, toilets suck. You know, that's probably the only thing I admire about third world countries is being able to pee where you want without consequence. That's a God-given right that civilized worlds have taken away and censored. And it's just not cool. It's not cool to me. I don't agree with that at all. Hashtag free the pee. The day a boy becomes a man is the day he starts straightening his tires when he parks. That is friggin' true. I get so pissed off when I'm in a parking space and I see the car next to me has his wheels all the way cocked to the side. First of all, it's bad for your car alignment and it puts unnecessary pressure on your joints. Not straightening your tires is the exact way you can tell the difference between an adolescent and an adult. You know those girls you can't tell whether or not they're old enough to ask out on a date because they look like they could either be 30 years old or 11? Bam! Check the car tires when they park. But if they're 11, they can't drive anyway, so they can't park. Exactly. You're welcome, I just saved you a dime at the state pen. I think it's about time that people realize that saying long story short actually makes the shorter version of said story longer. You're welcome, society. That is true. I like that. And now whenever I hear someone say that stupid-ass term, I'm going to teach them the error of their ways. I'm a little concerned with how tasty I find my new shaving cream to be. Yeah, that is a problem. But I do actually find my shaving cream to taste okay. Might just be me. It doesn't, taste good. It just doesn't taste bad. Like, if I had nothing to eat and I couldn't afford food for a while, I would consider taking Barbasol down the hatch like whipped cream. You know? This is a judgment-free zone. And don't act surprised, you've seen my perfect hard-to-maintain figure, okay? My 3-step process to solving any situation in life. Get the f*** up, shut the f*** up, and man the f*** up. It's a pretty aggressive outlook on life. Very Ron Swanson-y. Sick of being bored, overweight, single, depressed, and unproductive? Get up. Sick of drama, trash talk, people, and unnecessary conversation? Shut up. Scared, frightened, anxious, lazy, don't want to work? Man up. It applies to everything, so take this post as you will, but I'm going to stand by it. 75 years ago, I let the dogs out. God damn, that is so stupid. F*** you, Ethan. Our bodies are made out of hamburger. They totally are. They are. We're just smart-ass cows. Hashtag Throwback Thursday, that sweet hair, though. No, God, no. Like, it's gone for a reason. It was absolutely disgusting. Actually, quick story about how disgusting my hair was. When I was in the process of growing it out, and I was in that really awkward phase, I had just started college, and I see this girl in the cafeteria who's in one of my math classes. So I go up to her and I'm like, hey, you mind if I sit here? I'm looking to make a couple of new friends. I recognize you from my math class. Like, we could hang out. And she just looks at me and she goes, your hair is f***ing repulsive. Okay, bye. Like, what do you say to that, you know? There is something extremely satisfying about weaving in and out of traffic while listening to the Assassin's Creed soundtrack. There is, dude. I still do that. I'm not ashamed. I still do that. I seriously recommend downloading a game or a movie soundtrack that you like and just listening to it while you drive, because it makes driving really friggin' intense. TheMainahMen t-shirts, who'd buy? Holy crap, 2011, how did we get here? Must have been pretty absent for 3 years considering I didn't post anything good in that time. Anyways, yeah, TheMainahMen t-shirts, who'd buy them? Probably a lot of nobody. You know, I usually don't like it when people try to merchandise themselves, but it does pose a good question. If you'd ever consider buying a TheMainahMen hat or t-shirt or something, just post in the comments below. I'd like to know. I'll leave it there. I just want you all to know, 100 subscribers. Thanks, Sarah from New Hampshire. You've won a free TheMainahMen hoodie. Just as soon as we design them. I find myself saying this more often than I should, but 2011 me, you really sucked. And guess what, Sarah? You're probably never gonna get that sweatshirt in your life. Unless a lot of people tell me otherwise in the comments. Wink, wink. Buy my shit. Quote of the evening. This makes me want to F my own beehole. That is really inappropriate. Very bad. 0 5 stars. The cool kids have plans on Friday night. The really cool kids stay up till 3 o'clock on Omegle chatting with strangers. Lame or wicked awesome? You decide. Lame. Super lame. God, Ethan, how did you ever think that that was an appropriate thing to post? You pathetic sack of potatoes. I swear to God, I had girlfriends in high school. Shoveling party at my house tonight. The bus holds 34 people, so call in a seat now. That's kind of funny. Can you imagine people actually showing up? Beer in one hand, shovel in the other, dressed to the nines in flannels and scarves. Weirdest party ever. Although I suppose if anybody can make shoveling into a drinking game, it's Maina. Anybody in this winter? Come on, let's go. You know, winter's coming in quick. First one to fall off the roof buys lunch. I wish my mom would stop having sexual intercourse with my friends. I am sick of their bragging. What? Why? What the F nuggets was I thinking when I posted this? My mom? No, never. Oh, you know what? I bet this was spawned out of being annoyed that people were making your mother jokes. Hey, you going to the movies tonight? No. Oh, why not? I'll be doing your mom. God, I wish my mom would stop having sexual intercourse with all my friends. It's a pretty solid comeback in those scenarios. Not a good one, but like a really good way to just end the conversation there. You know what I mean? What's got you in such a bad mood? Oh, no sleep. Was up all night banging your mom. God, I wish my mom would stop having sexual intercourse with all my friends. Alright, last one, because I am not a very funny person and I am really scraping the bottom of the barrel on this. Spread the fan page around a little bit, y'all. 10 subscribers is less than 11 subscribers. Why have less subscribers when you can have more subscribers? Well, I suppose at the least it's true. Why settle for 1 when you can have better? Why have 19 chicken wings when you can have 20 chicken wings? Why have 0 girlfriends when you can have 1 girlfriend? Why have 100 acnes when you can have 99 acnes? Perfect! I'm the best! Ain't no flaws on me. But despite that, that is just enough reminiscing for me. You know, it's weird. I woke up really happy this morning and I really wanted to make a YouTube video. And now, because of all that embarrassment, it's not even noon and I already want to just chug-a-lug some bleach, eat some Taco Bell, and await my death in the nude on the toilet. Anyways, post your score and what you thought in the comments section. You know, I'd love to see how many of you like me and consequently how many of you hate me. And for more content like this, feel free to add the Twitter, the Instagram, and if you haven't already, add the Facebook page. And if you're feeling giddy, like, share, and subscribe. Deuces. Liquid encouragement, right? Once the video's over, post. I'm getting all Canadian right now. And the Jets go marching in. Can you hear the jet outside?